Yo, what's happening, everybody? It's your boy AKG, man. Bringing to y'all, this video will be a blog, aka, just showing you guys, as you can see, first of all, opening off, if you've seen the previous game against Rage Like a Boss, I said I was giving away Des Bryant and Xavier Rosas. That's exactly what I'm doing right here. Winner is Ian, I believe. Ian, yeah. That's, you can see right there, Ian's boy 21. So just reply to the tweet I'll post on Twitter asking for the winner and you'll get your card. But right here, as you can see, showing game modes opening off is three different modes: arcade, simulation, and competitive. So you can see there are bullet points, readings, and I'll try my fullest to explain each and every one. So as you can see, open up, user control pass rushes frequently beat their blocks. In other words, it's telling us that if you're a D-line user, you will get block shins more frequent and you'll get off your blocks, sack the quarterbacks. Next one is user hit sticks and strip ball attempts will be highly successful. So if you get a hit stick animation with the right stick, or if you press the left bumper or L1 to try to strip the ball, it will be highly successful, meaning it'll happen more times than not. Next one is spectacular catches occur frequently, especially by elite players. So if you have an OBJ 99 or a Des Bryant, for example, expect them to catch literally everything on arcade. And broken tackles and ball carrier fake outs are commonplace. So if I'm juking you, trying to do a spin, or I'm running with my running back, stiff arming you, trucking ball, it's gonna happen more times than not. It's just like NFL blitz. Let's put it out there. That's what arcade is gonna be like that, in my opinion. But let's not get overhead and just say things that we haven't seen yet. We just gonna wait for the gameplay to come up. And next one is chance of throwing interceptions as a user is lowered. This one I could just laugh at. I could literally just be eating, playing with one hand, turning my TV off, throwing the ball up, and not expected to get picks. I guess they're totally lowered. But you can kick lower field goals, and there's high chance to block kicks when on defense. So attempting field goal range will be longer on arcade mode, and chance of blocking kicks will be higher. And that leaves us with simulation. So expect the unexpected. So I'm thinking simulation will be between arcade and competitive mode. It's like those two modes combined, I want to say. Expect the unexpected. Let's say even highly rated players have a slim chance of failure on occasions. So my 99 carry running backs would still fumble. My 99 catching traffic would still drop the ball. Stuff like that. Injuries and penalties occur at rate par with real world NFL statistics and data. So I don't know. Penalties aren't in much, so I don't know how that goes. That bullet point probably stands for career franchise mode, CFM. Next one, players with elite ratings will be successful far more often than those ratings below the elite level. Okay, so elite players will be playing better than golds and silvers. Just sum it up like that. But new pass and accuracy system allows more realistic performances from lower rated quarterbacks. New pass and accuracy system allows more realistic performances from lower rated quarterbacks. Okay, so they have this new pass and accuracy system. So realistic performance, like if your quarterback is a silver or gold and his throw medium is really low, don't expect him to make every throw. You know what I'm saying? So, or if he has really good passing stats, then expect him to make those. Fatigue and stamina have big impact on gameplay. Okay, this is a pretty huge one. User in the Madden has always been like, you could, not always, but at least in Madden 17, you can always run with 99 speed receivers, run the routes with them, and not get tired. But I'm guessing in Madden 18, the fatigue will matter and you won't be able to keep up with them, from my understanding. So, and that leaves us with competitive mode. Going down, So, going for an interception with a wide open defensive player who has a good catch rating leads to a significantly lower chance of them dropping the ball. Okay, so this should have been in Madden 17. I don't know why we were dropping so many picks with 99, 97, 90, 85 catch. That's too high. Even Dion dropping picks is just bad. But this means highly rated leads catch to a lower chances of dropping the ball. I'm hoping it's like 65 and above. We catch everything. I hope that's what it is. So pay for your batteries. But throwing from a clean pocket with the QB set, feet set, reduces the chance of an inaccurate pass, providing they have a good pass accuracy rating based on the throw type and that you're not using any passing mechanics. Okay, so let's say we're not high balling or low balling. We're in the pocket, clean pocket, feet is set, and we're trying to just throw a slant or in route or a post route. Even a deep ball, it shouldn't get overthrown at all or underthrown. You know what I'm saying? With a good quarterback, we're talking about here. So no, unless you're throwing on the run, you shouldn't overthrow anything. But still probably BS gonna happen, even though they say that. But next bullet point is there's a significantly lower chance of a drop catch when a receiver is considered wide open and has a good catch rating. Okay, so that's Brian, for example, dropping the ball. 99 receivers shouldn't happen anymore in Madden 18. You know, highly catch rating, I'm guessing 80 and above. There's a decreased chance of offensive wins in multiplayer catch outcomes, such as throwing to covered receiver. Okay, so no more ad catches in triple coverage, double coverage, etc. At least that's what I'm hoping for. And what's it called? Only AI players with big headed trait can hit stick. Sorry, my overlay is covering that a little bit, but you can still see the top of it. In other words, Eubanks, Ballantyne, Pinkins, those type of linebackers shouldn't be hit sticking at all in Madden 18 unless they have the big headed trait. If you don't know what the traits are, Mudhead has a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? So check those out. Some other trades are like rack animation trades, you know, hang on to the ball trades, possession catch, but in this case it's on defense, so it's big headed trait. And that has to do with defensive backs and linebackers, even defensive linemen, man, you know, stuff like that. So the next one will be the passing mechanic, which is target passing. So breaking it down, this is gonna be a little bit tough, but I try my hardest to, you know, explain it in my fully understanding. So you can see exactly where the ball is going before the throw, and by knowing where the ball is going, an icon is going to show up, and that icon is the target passing icon. As you see, orange, or it'll probably be in red depending on what color they want to show us, but I'll zoom it in a little bit more so you can see exactly how it looks. Lead shallow routes up the field before reaching the sideline. Okay, in Madden 17, rack animations near the sideline are terrible. They call a lot of them out of bounds, and most of the times we can't even turn up the field, you know what I'm saying? So that's something they adjusted, I'm guessing, for Madden 18. You can place the ball between zones, forcing your receiver to throttle down. Okay, so possession catch, for example, I throw it into a tight coverage, you just should go down, hang onto the ball instead of trying to do too much. Lead the ball to where only your receiver can get it. All right, so pass leading post routes, in routes, you can place the ball exactly where you want only your receiver to get it, you know what I'm saying? Throwing timing routes before the cut or even while your receiver is being pressed. In my opinion, I think Madden 17 pass leading, it's not that bad. I think it's dope. It's not too bad. But with the passing mechanic, it should even be better. So that leaves us with the target passing mechanic, the buttons and etc. Select your primary receiver pre-play before you snap the ball. Activate coach game with right trigger or R2 on PS4 and press the button of the desired receiver to make him the primary receiver on the play. Coach cam, I don't think we could activate that in mud head to head. I think that's probably, you know, franchise mode, but we'll have to see how that works out. But bring up your target after the snap, hold left trigger or L2 for PS4, and your target will come up as a primary receiver. For example, let's use B as our primary receiver. So if we press left trigger, you know, B will pop up as the primary receiver. Move the target, use the left stick to move your target. So the orange thing is your target. As your target changes, the quarterback will turn to face the target. So if you're throwing a slant coming from left to right, our quarterback will turn from left to right, you know, looking at the receiver while it's running. So while, you know, it's running, you can switch target to receiver while holding left trigger or L2. Press the button of the receiver other than the receiver that's currently targeted, and the target will switch to that receiver. So we're going from B to X, for example, trying to switch our targets. And as I said, you will just press left trigger or L2. So throwing to the receiver, you would press the button of the receiver icon that is displayed. Use the same throw mechanics for lob, touch, and bullet. So none of those change, you know what I'm saying? So neutral passing, if you release left trigger or L2 for PS4, then it becomes neutral target passing, so you won't be in target passing anymore. And this would allow you to press the buttons of the desired receiver you want, Y, your tight end, running back, etc. from my understanding, you know what I'm saying? So you can turn off target passing by simply just pressing left trigger or L2 again and turn off the target passing mechanic. And then we're all wondering, is it low ball and L2 and left trigger? So you know what? They actually changed it, as you can see on the bottom. It says no. Now that target passing is on left trigger and L2. Low pass controls have changed. You now hold left bumper and L1, which was high ball in Madden 17. So, but the catch to this is you gotta hold the left stick. You know, press it up for high ball and down for low ball. Sorry, once again, the overlay's in the way, but I'm pretty sure you can see it. Also, I'm speaking, so you can hear it out. But that's the buttons for low balling and high balling for Madden 18. I think that's pretty dope, honestly. High ball, you just hold the left stick up with LB while being pressed, and low ball, you know, just hold it down. So that leaves us with the players I said I would show for Madden 18. The players you would be getting if you order the Gold Edition, as well as the GOAT players you get week 1 or whatever. So I'm guessing these players, they popped up, so these are the players we will be getting. Sammy Watkins for the Bills, Charles Suggs for the Ravens, J.J. Watt for the Texans, Von Miller, of course, one of the best pass rushers in the game for the Broncos, and Charles Suggs also one of the best pass rushers, same as J.J. Ezekiel Elliott for the Cowboys, Jordan Howard for the Bears running back, Julio Jones for the Falcons. I'm going to tell you guys my top 3 who I will be picking when the game drops, or who are my top 3 that I'll consider picking. You obviously can only pick one. So Julio Jones, David Johnson, Jarvis Landry for the Dolphins, Bengals is AJ Green, Colts is Andrew Luck, Justin Houston for the Chiefs, OBJ for the Giants, Matthew Stafford for the Lions, Luke Kuechly for the Panthers, Aaron Donald for the Rams, Julian Edelman. This is actually a big one because they have Tom Brady, Gronk, and Brandon Cooks now, but they decided Julian Edelman, so I'm not sure on that. I guess Tom Brady's not in the, included anymore because he's one of the GOATs, but Jamie Collins for the Browns, Blake Bortles for the Jaguars, Phillip Rivers for the Chargers. Those 3 teams is ass. But Carson Wentz for the Eagles, Aaron Rodgers, which will be one of my top 3 picks that I'll look into, that I'll consider getting for my team. Drew Brees for the Saints, Carlos Hyde for the Niners, Jets, Mohamed Wilkerson. I mean, my team suck, whatever. Antonio Brown for the Steelers, DeMarco Murray for the Titans, Amari Cooper for the Rays, Jordan Reed for the Redskins, Xavier Rhodes for the Vikings, Jameis Winston for the Bucks, and Richard Sherman for the Seahawks. And that leaves us with the GOATs, 5 GOATs. The image will pop up here in a few. The GOAT is on the cover, as we all see. It's also on the loading screen for Madden games when you're loading some games. But my top 3, once again, will be Julio Jones, David Johnson, and Aaron Rodgers. Those are the 3 I will consider. I'm not sure who I will be picking yet, and I'll obviously drop a video week 1 telling you guys who I pick, who will be leading my squad for Madden 18 on Mud. Once again, the image popping up will be the GOATs right there. Boom, here it is. Tom Brady, Barry Sanders, Ray Lewis, Deion Sanders, and Jerry Rice. The glove, man, stick 'em. Okay, so out of those 5 GOATs, I'm going with Deion right off the bat. I'm a defensive player. I'm not going to pick Ray Lewis. No, Deion will be making the most plays. If I want to blitz him, I'll blitz him. If I want to put him in coverage, I'll use him for coverage. You know what I'm saying? So once again, shout out to Ines B for winning this Des Bryant and Xavier Rhodes. Shout out to all the subscribers I have so far, man. 471 subs so far. I have a short-term goal of 500 for Madden 18. I appreciate you guys subscribing, like the video, you know what I'm saying, help me grow on this. I'll be dropping way more videos leading up to Madden 18, man. Let's rock on this. Let's get it.